Hey, it's Allison here, your food therapist. Now, let me ask you a quick question. Do you have friends in your life where after you hang out with them, you feel more emotionally exhausted, irritable, angry, and just overall pissed off at the world? Is the answer yes? If you answered yes to this, then you, my friend, have toxic friends in your life. Trust me, we all have toxic friends. This is totally normal. But your problem is, okay, yes, you're right, Allison. I've got toxic friends, but I don't know what to do about it. Well, I have the cooking therapy solution for you. I have for you my pineapple cherry dump cake recipe. I love this recipe because it's so symbolic for what it is you need to do with your toxic friends. You need to dump them. So what you're going to do is you're going to make this recipe in your kitchen. Follow my 3 easy steps, and you're going to come up with exactly how to dump your toxic friends. Okay, step number 1 here. You're going to take your cherry pie filling that I have right here. You're going to put this into a 9 by 13 baking pan. I'm making a little miniature version for you today. And then you're going to take crushed pineapple, ingredient number 2, dump this right in here with it, and you're going to give this a good mix. Now, during this step 1 here of this cooking therapy recipe, I want you to decide who are these friends that you're going to dump. Come up with a list in your head of who they are, because I know you know who I'm talking about. You probably already know the minute I start talking who your toxic friends are. Okay, so decide in your head during this step who it is you're going to dump. Step number 1. Step number 2, you're going to take your box cake mix. I used white cake mix, but you can honestly use whatever kind of cake mix you have on hand. Chocolate's great for this. Pumpkin, spice is good. Yellow, whatever you want to use, it doesn't matter. You're going to take the cake mix and you're literally going to dump this right on top of your fruit mix. And during this step, you're going to come up with all of the reasons why you need to dump this person. Now, this is an important step. I don't want you to skip it, because a lot of people naturally will feel guilty about this. You know, the idea of dumping a friend, especially someone you might have been friends with for a while, feels a little awkward and feels just wrong, right? So doing this step is a great way to remind yourself and give you momentum that there's somebody who hurt you. There's somebody who crossed the line. There's somebody who maybe in your life right now doesn't serve any value or any real reason to be in your life. And if they're making you feel bad about yourself, or they're making you feel like you need to compete with them over things, they're not someone you need in your life, honestly. So during this step, you're going to be smearing down, as you can see here, my cake mix right on top. And you're going to be coming up with a list of reasons why. Now, I like to do this in your head, but if you're more of a concrete person, you could always write them down. That's fine too. Okay. Now, step number 3, we're going to take our butter. Now, this calls for 1.5 sticks of butter when you make this cake the full size. So I'm just going to do a few little tablespoons to show you how this works. I'm just going to literally slice this right on top, and you're going to dollop it right on top. Now, during this 3rd step, you're going to decide exactly what it is you're going to say to this person to let them know that you're setting this boundary and that you no longer wish to have them in your life. Now, again, don't be scared. It sounds harsh, but it's easy to do. The way you do this is I want you to be very firm, very direct, and very honest with them. You don't need to be rude or mean, and I never want you to be harsh. Just be honest about how you're feeling and set this boundary with them and let them know that you wish to change the dynamic of your relationship. Now, in order to dump a toxic friend, you can either dump them completely or you can dump them a little bit, which means you can cut down the number of times you see them and spend time with them. Whatever makes you most comfortable. But remember, this is a process. This toxic person is not going to like that you're doing this to them, and they're going to challenge you, and they're going to make you feel bad about what you're doing. Don't feel bad. Don't give in to that. Be firm and be direct. And remember all of those reasons you came up with in step 2. Now I'm taking some sweetened coconut, and I'm just going to sprinkle this right on top. I'm telling you, dumping everything into this can. Isn't this amazing? Okay. So in here I've got pineapple, cherry pie filling, cake mix, butter, and coconut in this little pan right here. I'm going to pop this in the oven for 45 minutes. Just like that. And what's so great about this is at the end of this recipe I have for you here, let me show you this. You have a warm, crispy, delicious dump cake right here. And you've come up with ways how to dump your toxic friends. Please go to my blog to make sure you make this recipe and let me know how it turns out. Until next time.